Well, good morning. It's Travels with Dottie, and I am still here at Coyote Creek State Park, and I'm someplace I'm kind of not supposed to be. So there is some amazing work going on here at this park that is a brand new loop that's going to be open next year, and I'm going to show it to you. And here it goes. This is the first site. These are pretty much all electric sites. And get this, guys, the electric and water. And these sites are going to have both 50, 30, and 20 amp. I'm not going to touch anything because I was given that information by an unnamed source, and I'm not going to touch anything. This is all under construction. Beautiful site here. This is the first one as you come through this loop, and we'll walk through the whole thing. There's there are trees up here, but it seems to me there's room for Starlink. You could probably get Starlink to work in here despite all the trees. Guys, these are really beautiful shelters here. This one's a handicap spot. Nice, big, huge pad. Remember, if you book a handicap spot, you really need to have a placard displayed. You got to be legit. Nice big shelter with a picnic table in it. And again, the 50, 30, and 20 amp service. Perfectly level, huge concrete site. And now they don't have site numbers up yet, so I'm not going to be able to give you that information. This is a pretty big loop. Now, up here at the top of the loop, there's a road up here. You can see some cars going by. It's not really a very busy road, certainly not at night. So I really don't think traffic noise would be much of a problem. Here's a non-handicap site, regular site, gravel. Same kind of service. Look at this beautiful meadow in the center of the loop. Very nice. Now we see something we're coming up on that's very different. That's not a shelter up there. That is a cabin. Now, a couple things I know about the cabins. There are not hookups for an RV at the cabin. So you can rent a cabin, but you won't be able to hook up an RV next to it. They have a beautiful little fire pit here, picnic table, and a nice little porch. Bet this is going to be locked. We'll see. Yeah, it's locked, but let's put the lens up there. You can see what it looks like inside. There's a Looks like a wood stove in there. A couple of bunk beds. Nice floor. There is water on the outside, but not on the inside. And there is electric service, I believe 120 volt inside. But there's not a place to hook up your RV. And there's water on the outside. There's the water. Like I said, I don't see markers for what site numbers these are going to be. We're back to regular RV site here. But over here, we have another cabin. So the sunrise to my left here is from the east, which means that if I were to rent this cabin and I had my Starlink, that's the north I'm looking at. You could put it right here on the ground, you'd be fine. So another cabin here. And the same orientation as the other one, so you got that northern view of the sky. Here we are. There's another regular site. Even facing that way, I think you could bring your Starlink dish out to the front of the site and just be fine. There's trees here, but they're not 100-foot trees. You know, I think it would be very conducive. Well, we have another cabin. And I do not know how much the cabins are going to be per night. Lots of room between sites. I will give them that for sure. Another cabin. This one's a handicap. So we have a handicap space and we have a nice ramp. So there's a nice wheelchair access right into this cabin. Again, they're serious about you having placards and legitimate handicap credentials. But what a nice thing to have. Nice driveway, a nice smooth ramp so people can get in and out very easily. Very convenient. I'm amazed that New Mexico, with these low rates they've been charging for 20 years, could afford this just tremendously beautiful renovation and expansion of this park. And so we have vault toilets. So to get your shower, I think you're going to have to go down the hill to, I believe, to the other one. But I don't know. There's construction going on here. There could be a legit bathhouse here. I don't know. Don't have the 411 on that. But it looks like there's more construction happening right here. They're doing something big. So that is it. And all I got to say is bravo to New Mexico State Parks in the state of New Mexico for creating this amazing loop at Coyote Creek State Park. So here, guys, another semi-secret is this used to be called the overflow area. It was just a grassy area. Now it's divided into, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think at least 8 or 9 sites. The first one of which, these are first come, first served sites that is not listed on the app when you go to make reservations. So if you don't know it, you don't know that they're first come, first site here. But it starts with site 6 here. And again, handicap site, this first one, notice there's a ramp that goes to the vault toilet. So for this first site, you need a handicap placard. For the rest of them, you don't. It's first come, first serve. And aside from the handicap site, I see at least 2 open sites on 4th of July. So that tells you something right there. It might even be 3 sites. But anyway, and it's beautiful. There's no electric here, but you know, you don't need it. It was like 51 degrees last night. It's going to be in the 70s today. You don't need your AC. You just need a little bit of solar, maybe a little generator, and you should be good. First come, first serve. And the creek's right down there. Beautiful vault toilet right there. Another Coyote Creek secret that it's no longer a secret to you. So a little bonus footage here. In my last couple of videos on the Coyote Creek, I haven't shown really the creek. So we're going to go down there and I'm going to show you the actual creek. People pull a lot of fish out of here because it's so much. It's stocked very, very well. There's a fish hatchery between here and Mora, about less than 20 miles away, I think. But there are places where it's hard to get in to see this creek, but I've seen people pull a dozen, walk up from here with a stringer with a dozen rainbow trout on it. And there's downstream, and there's kind of the upstream view. And we have people, and this is the group shelter on this side. There's definitely people there. Today's 4th of July, so there's a lot of people here. If you rent the group shelter, there is electric for it. So these people are obviously all rented this together and probably going to have a great celebration. There is a way to pull your rig in here, and they've opened the gate. You can see, you got to go through some water though to get through there, but it's not deep. I doubt anybody got stuck. So they had to pull those rigs through here, kind of through the creek, but it's designed to do that, so that's okay. You see they have 3 rigs here, all hooked to electricity, and they got that gorgeous view of the meadow behind them, and they're right up against the little mountain here. So these folks are going to have a wonderful time this holiday, 4th of July. And here we come back to where our little bridge is. And straight up behind here, that's the electric row. It's 10 electric sites. So you see how tight they are. But I don't know this for certain, but I do have information that tells me they're going to remove all 10 of these electric, and they're going to extend this camping area out to where I'm standing, and they're going to re-engineer it with 5 larger electrical sites, and hopefully all oriented in a way where you have nice views from each site. So I don't know if those are official plans, and if so, when they're starting, whether it'll be next year or not, but I think it's a wonderful idea. So that is my Coyote Creek sneak peek, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed sneaking around where I wasn't supposed to be to bring you the latest. And I hope that's okay with New Mexico State Parks. If it's not, I'm sure they'll contact me and say, that wasn't okay, take your video down, and which I will gladly do if they ask me to. Take care.